There's always been room in Jamie and Claire's relationship for secrets, but not for lies. And well, let's just say Jamie's had a change of heart on this issue. Outlander definitely found its center again this week, and maybe it's because everyone is finally home in Lollybrook. Jenny is glad everyone is healthy and well when the group returns, but she is not happy to see them. She hasn't seen or heard from Claire in 20 years, and now she's back with Jamie and her wayward son Ian. No wonder she's annoyed with him. He left and didn't tell her where he was going, and then Jamie lied to Ian about knowing where their son was. Lying is never good for relationships, but as Claire's about to find out in this episode, Jamie's become an aficionado at the art while she was 200 years away with Frank. Jenny is really throwing the cold shoulder at Claire, and she just can't figure out why Jenny doesn't like her anymore. They were like best friends. Jenny does explain this change to Jamie. She just doesn't understand how Claire could stay away for so long. After all, Jenny was with Claire when she went to get Jamie out of a prison. She saw that she would never leave him behind no matter what. So even though they were best friends, she just doesn't believe the whole story about never coming back to check on Jamie after she went to the colonies. Jenny sees that this story is only partially true, and of course, she's right. Back in the bedroom, Jamie tells her about how he knew she was still around because he was told about the white woman when he escaped from prison. So he swam out to Silky Island in the freezing cold. Too bad I wasn't there. I would have volunteered to warm him up. He then tells her about the treasure he finds and the sapphire he takes back to Lord John Grey. Of course, Claire doesn't fully understand the nature of that relationship, but she accepts it because she trusts Jamie. And just as he's about ready to drop the bomb about his other wife, in walk two little girls who call him Daddy. And Claire flips the flip out. Not only is he already married, but he's married to Leary, the woman who tried to kill Claire, the woman who just causes all kinds of problems and wanted Jamie for herself all those years ago. Claire just cannot understand this, and we get it. She starts to pack up her things, and he comes back to catch her, and they get into it. Part violent fight, part brutal sex, the two break things and go nuts with their rage and chemistry. Until Jenny comes in and pours a bucket of water on them. Kind of ruins the moment and the whole event when your sister comes in and sees you getting it on with someone. Claire is shaken and upset with Jamie, and her niece Maggie admits that Jenny was the one who stirred the pot with Leary. And through this whole situation, Ian is the voice of calm reason. He's kind of the center of this whole thing of keeping everybody just level-headed. The next morning, Claire gets up to walk away, but as she's walking through the gate, in walks Leary brandishing a gun, and she ends up pulling the trigger and shooting Jamie. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, and holding a gun she's not even supposed to have. It's a good thing Claire didn't leave because she gets to work fixing Jamie's arm with help from young Ian. As Jamie is sitting in a chair convalescing, he starts talking and explains to Claire about how he had laughed for the first time at Hogmanay right after he came back from being in England. The girls were so sweet and he just loved dancing around with him, and Leary was there, she had no husband and needed him. So they got married. Jenny also tells Claire that she was sure she saw her standing in between Jamie and Leary at the wedding. So it always left some doubt in her mind. He then explained that their marriage had been a bad one, causing them to separate. But times being what they were, it's not like they got a divorce, because that's just not a thing people did. But Jamie's in some legal trouble because, well, he's a bigamist. And then we're all shocked that not only is Jamie married to Leary, but Ned Gowan is still alive. He comes to help settle things, and basically they decide that Jamie's going to have to pay alimony to Leary. Alimony that, of course, the family does not have. And then he drops the bombshell about the Mackenzie treasure chest on Silky Island. Unfortunately, he can't swim out to get it because he only has one functional arm. But young Ian is happy to help and volunteers for the mission to help his family. Jamie and Claire go along to supervise, and as they watch their young nephew swim across the channel, uh-oh, pirates come. And that's how they leave us. Obviously, I don't want anything to happen to Ian, but it was kind of nice to have a faster-paced episode, and no, we're about to go on an adventure.